So someone asked me to make a video on borderline personality disorder in men. I can't find the comment, so if it's you, you can totally tag yourself in the comments. So borderline personality disorder in men looks very different than in women, and because of that, men are often more likely to be misdiagnosed with bipolar disorder or ADHD, conduct disorder, oppositional defiant disorder, or even antisocial or narcissistic personality disorder. So men are going to have intense excessive rage and angry outbursts, and they're also going to engage in like revenge seeking behaviors if they feel slighted or if they feel like someone like harmed them or intentionally exploited them. And so they're more likely, if their friends like ditched them and didn't invite them or didn't add them to the group chat, like they're more likely to engage in that revenge seeking behavior because of that fear of abandonment. If a partner is wanting to leave, they may engage in like an effort to control them by like displaying anger, like punching something, threatening something, or acting out in aggression to almost like con the person into staying with them. They're going to engage in impulsivity, but their impulsivity looks different than women. Women will often engage in impulsivity like eating or like restricting their diet or exercise or increasing it, where men are more likely to engage in sexual relationships, promiscuity. They're more likely to engage in drugs and substance abuse, and then they're going to engage in self-harm. So self-harm in men and women look different with BPD, but in men, it's like head banging. It's like hitting their head. It's like punching walls. It's like being physically aggressive. But if you think about it, anger is the quickest emotion that we can show that's the least vulnerable for many of us, especially for men, because society tells men that they have to be strong and confident and the leader, and they can't be vulnerable. And so anger is the safest emotion oftentimes for men. So if they're engaging in angry outbursts, they're going to look like they're either engaging in like a narcissistic personality disorder or antisocial personality disorder, violating the rights of others, lying, cheating, gambling, etc. But the intention behind it is very different. They have this intense fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. They struggle with worthlessness and doubt and shame and guilt, just like women do. They just display it in a very different way. And so they're more likely to have explosive rage. They're more likely to engage in multiple different types of relationships with others. And so if they're talking to someone, they're more likely to have multiple partners at the same time, like before it gets serious. Putting your eggs in more than one basket really helps prevent that fear of abandonment. And they're also most likely to demonstrate like hot and cold behaviors. So like being all in, idealization. This is also known as splitting, putting someone in that all good category, idealization, or putting them in the devaluation stage, like all bad, and discarding them out of that fear of rejection or criticism, fear of abandonment. And so they're more likely to be hot and cold and demonstrate it outwardly than women are. And so that can sometimes get misdiagnosed with bipolar disorder if someone who really doesn't understand the differences in men. And just like women, they're going to have unstable relationships, an unstable sense of self. They're going to struggle with impulsivity.